2nd of Advent, first Sunday in December in our church. So we're having a new joy song. It's an Advent song that we did last year in November called Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. Unfortunately, we cannot put the words up there, but you can hum the melody along.
We need to mention that it's very ancient.
Yes.
Is it not? Has a wonderful tune, so just enjoy it and let it bring your heart into the center moment here.
Come thou fount of every blessing, tune thy heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious song that sung by flaming tones above. Praise thy mountain fixed upon it, out of thy redeeming love. Oh, the grace how great the debts are, daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, oh, take and seal it for thy course above.
Good morning and welcome. So happy that I'm here, happy that you're here in the sanctuary, and happy that you're there tuning in. If I was at home, I would be pushing the little hearts and letting the little hearts pop all over you, so consider that happening right now. Thank you, Betsy Joe and Peter. Wonderful. Thank you. We're very blessed to have musicians, as we are with all the involved, talented people that are part of our Unity community. So this morning we have Leslie Hatvett to do our opening prayer. She's been facilitating the prayer ministry for 10 years, and it's very, very active. So if there's anyone called to do so, it's a very active group. Charlotte Hadley will be sharing the daily word, and Charlotte is the person who's in the office helping out on Wednesdays, and a big help to Lisa, and Lisa is our tech person. We are thrilled then to have the service will continue on with Leslie leading our meditation, and I just have to wave because there's more people entering, so it's lovely that people are coming in. Which you're welcome to join us here by calling into the office or emailing so that you can reserve your spot. So we're all safely distanced and wearing masks. And it's such an honor. Next is for me to do the introduction about our guest speaker. It's Eric Addis. And we are really honored to have him be part of our Super Sunday service. So, not with Oprah, but we're equally as excited and important. So Eric has a background in psychology, also master's in fine arts, and he is a creative, wonderful soul. He has won awards nationally and internationally for his creative works. I'm sure in the past he did other types of artwork. Right now, his focus is on a blue metallic artwork. There are samples of that on the table in the back for those fortunate enough to be here, who you can see that in person. And then also know that in our Welcome Center is a large piece of his artwork. So when the office is open, you're free to come in and sit by it, and you can be taken away by looking at that metallic blue artwork. Thoughts will go of the universe, Earth, the vastness, the space, the little speck that we are. You could come away with questions about your purpose, what is life about? I mean, it's a very deep pieces of artwork. So we're thrilled that we have a piece here. On Thursdays, Eric and Leslie conduct Transformational Thursday meditation. It's a half-hour meditation where you focus on that piece of artwork, and somehow magically, Eric makes them move a little bit with video. Somehow it has some changes in movement, and he has beautiful music that he created. So it really puts you in this other kind of mesmerized state. So if you want to participate in that Thursday meditation, feel free to send an email to unityvero@gmail.com. That will get forwarded to Eric, and then Eric will invite you via Zoom to be part of that meditation. And so I think that I have said most of things except for another important part, the healing part of his artwork. So because of Eric being a 2-time cancer survivor, he has done workshops and has given presentations on the healing qualities and healing powers, really, of creativity and artwork. So when he speaks to us today, he's speaking about peace, harmony, and thriving in uncertain times, which certainly he has gone through and which are such a good lesson for all of us. So now I will continue on with our Super Sunday service with Leslie.
Good morning. So nice to see you. Last Sunday was our first Advent Sunday, and we lit the candle, the first candle for faith and hope. And today we light it for peace. And we'll open in prayer. So just take a nice, great, big, deep breath. As we light this candle, we are reminded, Holy Father, Mother, God, sacred oneness, that you are the light, and we are the light, and we are one. Thank you for this opportunity, this day. We feel ourselves filling with more faith, more hope. And from that comes freedom, resilience, strength. We feel ourselves receiving peace. Peace in our hearts, in our minds, and our bodies. And for this and so much more, we say thank you, God. Amen. Good morning.
Morning.
Peace. Peace flows through me and blesses the world. The light of God shines within all people. I pause to remember this truth as I consider the world and my relationship to it. Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you." John 14:27. The same divine light that lived in Jesus is shining brightly in me. My peace is a gift I choose to give to the world. I bless the world by affirming the kingdom of God is among us here and now. It is through this Christ-centered awareness that I project a consciousness of peace. I live, move, and have my being in the light, love, and peace of God. I expand my awareness of divine ideas through prayer and meditation, and I do my part to uplift the consciousness of the entire planet. I am walking in the light of God, and I am at peace. The nations will walk by its light, and the kings of the earth will bring their glory into it. Revelations 21:24. Thank you.
Thank you. This song really wanted to be sung today. I had written the second half of it many years ago, and it just fits so serendipitously in with the talk today. And it's about grace. It's called Amazing Grace. And without grace, there would be no peace and harmony. So this is the song before meditation. I invite you all to just simply gently close your eyes, take a big deep breath into the center of your heart, and feel that grace, peace, and harmony flow over you.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, and now I'm found. Was blind, and now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear. The hour I first believed, the healing power of grace within has taught my soul to see my body, mind, and spirit be in gracious harmony. The sound of grace has healed my heart, and grace has brought me peace. My soul is strong, and now I'm free to live my life with peace.
It's time for our meditation, and we're going to begin today's meditation with a heart tuner. So as I sound the heart tuner, I invite you just to sit comfortably and close your eyes when you are ready. We take a nice, great, big, deep breath. And we feel our hearts coming into harmony with each other. We feel harmony with this moment. Coming into this moment, this precious, precious moment, with such gladness, such gratitude. And breathing, we relax. And we let every noise bring us back to the present moment. Just take another nice, great, big, deep breath. Let the feeling of relaxation flow now down across the top of your head, down your face, your ears, down into your neck and your shoulders. Dropping your shoulders down away from your ears. And let this relaxation flow now down your arms and into your hands. With your attention on your hands, silently send love and thanks to your hands. Thank you, hands, I love you. Thank you for handling so much in my life. And I affirm that whatever comes to me, I can and will handle it with grace and ease. Letting the relaxation flow down your spine from the top of your neck all the way down to the end of your spine, your tailbone. Letting the relaxation flow into every organ, fiber, system, and cell. And breathing, relaxing. Let the relaxation spread now down into your hips, down into your legs and your feet. And as you relax, you release anything no longer serving your highest good. Any thought, feeling, or habit that you would like to let go of. Just see it flowing out of your body, now down into Mother Earth, being composted. And breathing. And now we align with the divine. We are in that place of grace. Opening to receiving all the good, the people, the places, the abundance, the ideas, the energy, everything that serves our highest good. We're receiving it now. We are so grateful. Now the peace that we're feeling now in our hearts, the light that we know we are filled with, we can use that for good. We can send this peace, love, and light out into our families, our church, all churches and places of spiritual thought, our community. And now let's send it all the way out to the entire earth. Picture Mother Earth, that beautiful blue marble, circled in our light, send out always comes back. And now we open to receiving waves of love, waves of healing, compassion, joy, so much love flowing over us and into us now. And breathing, receiving. And we know in this dark time, when winter solstice is coming, in the darkest time is when our light matters the most. And so together we join, knowing that we shine brighter together. And we smile, knowing that we are never alone. And now breathing, smiling, feeling so blessed, coming back into this present moment very gently, very slowly, and opening your eyes and looking around at this beautiful day that God has made.
We're going to share a song with you all that we haven't sung in many years. I don't think I've ever sung this with you. You wrote it many years ago, right?
Yeah, it's about close to 30 years old.
And it just came out on a bunch of papers and
Yeah,
said, "Here I am."
kind of like jumped out of the archives. I wrote this song in early 1990, mid-1990, when I was saying goodbye to my old life, when I decided I needed to make a major change in every way. And that started what became my spiritual journey. So the song, I titled it, Say Goodbye, Say Hello.
Say goodbye to your old world. Say goodbye to your old strife. Say goodbye to your old ways and say hello to your new life. Say hello to all the love that you're getting from above and from around you. Everywhere it comes to you. Say hello to inner joy when you feel the little boy inside of you jump up and down with a big smile. Say hello to happiness and the sweetness of success that you are getting from the strength of a new you. Say hello to inner peace when you feel the stormy breeze inside of you turn to a calm and tranquil day. Say hello to your new light. See it shining very bright, and it will permeate your body and your soul. Say hello to tenderness when a feeling of distress
goodness inside of you comes up from seemingly nowhere. Say hello to your free soul, bring it closer now the goal. A new life without frustration, without fear. Say hello to your bright star when you're feeling who you are inside of you. There is a cosmic energy. Say goodbye to your own world. Say goodbye to your own strife. Say goodbye to your own ways and say hello to your new life. Thank you.
Thank you. That was amazing, and in more ways than you know. You'll see shortly. That song was not planned, but you're going to see some beautiful synchronicity happening here in a moment. So, thank you. I want to thank Leslie for inviting me here today. I'm very honored to be here. If I can figure out this new iPad case, that would be good. I want to thank Leslie and the congregation for inviting me here today. It's really an honor to be here, and Patty, thank you so much. And I know there was a whole group of other people that were involved in bringing me here today, so I just want to express my gratitude for that and everybody helping support making the service happen today. There's a lot behind the scenes, so thank you all. So a few months ago, Leslie asked me to provide the lesson today here at Unity. And we picked a date, and I was told the theme for the month of December was the Advent theme of peace, which we've been hearing about. So I started thinking about peace and what I could possibly say about the subject that would have meaning for all of you. Not long after that, the title, Creating Peace, Radiating Harmony, Thriving in Uncertainty, came to me. It was like a clue, like having the title to a song, but no tune. So now I just needed to fill in the melody and lyrics. I remembered sitting here in the congregation, listening to the speaker, or maybe it was I was engaged in meditation, when the Hebrew word shalom mysteriously popped into my mind. Probably the most well-known Hebrew word, shalom is most often translated as hello, goodbye, and peace. Imagine that. So I was struck by the idea that somehow between hello and goodbye exists peace. I doubted this was a coincidence and wondered what it could mean. So being a good Jew and ever curious, I did a little research. That's what I did. I wanted to see if I could discover a deeper meaning to the word shalom, specifically as it relates to peace. To my pleasure, I found teachings from a few rabbis who offered their thoughts in a very similar way. So all Hebrew words are derived from a 3-letter root word, which we call a shoresh. When words share the root word, that means they're related. So the root for the word shalom are the letters shin, lamed, and mem. And there won't be a test on this after, promise. But shin, lamed, and mem, that root means whole or complete. According to Rabbi David Zaslow, quote, in the Hebraic way of thinking, wholeness is joining together of opposites. That's why we say shalom when we greet friends and when we wish them farewell. In the most opposite of situations, coming and going, we use the same word shalom. There's a hidden connection to all our comings and goings. They are wondrously linked together. When I come from somewhere, I am going someplace else. When I realize this, I feel wholeness, and that is the source of peace. The knowledge that all my opposing energies are somehow linked as part of a single whole. True peace must have wholeness as its foundation. End quote. By integrating opposites of past and future, we are creating peace. Balance between hello and goodbye lies the present moment, whole and complete. I think we've all been advised at some point to live in the present moment. It's all we truly have, right? So, in my mind, when we say hello, we are initiating the future. And when we say goodbye, we're delineating the past. So peace represents the unification of past and future in the present moment. But what about harmony? In music, harmony is based on the sound of 2 or more notes heard simultaneously. In other words, it takes more than one note to create harmony. A singer can sing a beautiful melody, but she cannot sing a harmony without another note vibrating in the air. Just like peace cannot exist in a vacuum, harmony can only exist in groups. So I'm going to have Peter and Betsy Joe, they have a melody, and this was completely unrehearsed. We talked about this just before the service, and they have the perfect song for this, and I'm very thrilled. So Peter's going to start with a melody, and then so you'll hear single notes, and then Betsy Joe will join in to create a harmony with the second voice.
The healing power of grace within has taught my soul to see my body, my
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we can hear how the harmony, the vibration of those notes combining adds something new and raises the level. We can hear an emotional impact. I mean, that was a very emotional song that you just sang, and the harmony really brought it out. Maybe there's an uplifting emotion, or it could be melancholy, but these emotional responses come from the relationships of the notes, right? The unification of the individual notes into a new whole. So peace is complex. So what role does uncertainty play in all of this? Well, uncertainty is an amazing opportunity for creating peace and radiating harmony. Now you may be thinking to yourself, wait a minute. When I face uncertainty, I'm full of fear and anxiety. Sometimes so much so that I'm completely paralyzed. Isn't that the opposite of peace and harmony? Exactly. That's what makes it such a great opportunity. Let me share a story with you of what I mean. In July of 2014, I discovered a lump under my tongue. I'd beat lymphoma in 2001 and hadn't had a trace of cancer for 13 years. There were a few scares along the way, but this was different. Somehow I knew that lump was cancer. I was plunged into uncertainty, and it was terrifying. I'd beat cancer once, and I wasn't sure I had another battle for my life in me. My initial diagnosis was a stage 1 or stage 2 oral cancer. Fortunately, I'd caught it very early, and my prognosis was good. The surgeon would remove part of my tongue to get rid of the tumor and all of the lymph nodes on the left side of my neck, just in case. Talk about uncertainty. The surgery went well. I maintained my ability to speak, as you can hear. Freaked the nurses out. And we hoped to move on to the recovery phase of this situation while preparing for my younger son's bar mitzvah. Unfortunately, the biopsy results from my lymph node revealed some microscopic cancer cells hiding out. I was restaged at stage 4 and given an upgraded protocol which consisted of 30 doses of high energy radiation to my tongue, mouth, and throat. I have to admit I was pretty stunned by the situation. Before starting radiation, I needed to get a high-resolution CAT scan done. This would allow my doctor to create a program targeting potential cancer cells while avoiding my carotid arteries, optic nerve, saliva glands, you know, the good stuff. In order to replicate the radiation 30 times, I needed to be immobilized. This meant having a wedge placed in my mouth, separating my jaw and immobilizing my tongue, and then having a thin plastic mesh stretched over my head, neck, and shoulders, pressed into my eyes, and then bolted to the table. So I was under a mask, bolted to a table, and if that sounds like a medieval torture, it definitely felt like one. My anxiety kicked into high gear, as I can see some of you guys are experiencing too. My anxiety kicked into high gear as the tech went to put the wedge in my mouth, and I immediately started gagging. The more we tried, the worse it got. My mind got the better of me, and I could hardly breathe without gagging. Eventually, I agreed to take the anti-anxiety medication they'd been offering and was able to get the scan done and go home. It was a nerve-wracking and humbling day. I was an experienced meditator, who's had fillings done without Novocaine. Freak that dentist out. Why couldn't I do this? What was wrong with me? What if they couldn't treat me the way they wanted to? What if I couldn't get treated at all? I was in a serious downward spiral triggered by uncertainty. Committed to getting all of my treatments on time, using as little medication as possible, I went home and I Googled how not to gag at the dentist. Why not? I tried several suggestions that I found online, but none did the trick. I kept at it though, determined to find a way. As I struggled to overcome my gag-inducing anxiety, a few images from my last exhibition appeared in my mind's eye. I had originally made these photographs as a meditation exploring the idea of the light of creation. The soft blue light and gentle space in the abstract images made me feel as though I was being held in a soft cocoon, very safe and protected. I found that as long as I gently held those images in my mind's eye, I could lie there as long as I wanted. It was actually very relaxing. My anxiety was transforming into a peaceful experience. It was amazing. So I spent the week practicing using my artwork as a visual meditation, focusing my energy on the healing energy of blue light while my doctor and his team worked out the radiation program. I went back down to Miami and went into the treatment room for the very first time, where I was shocked to see a recessed oval in the ceiling with blue light being projected into it. There it was the light that I had been meditating on. It was a powerful moment for me, and I knew that I would be okay. After explaining what was going to happen, the tech helped me get on the table, put the wedge in my mouth, and secured me under the mask. It was go time. I used this visualization technique throughout my treatments. And as the pain got more intense, I discovered an even deeper oasis of peace. Even though the sharp pain from the mouth sores brought tears to my eyes, and the swelling from the irritation in my throat prevented me from eating solid food, I had the profound understanding that with each treatment, I was a step towards healing myself. I was feeling an energizing swell of inner strength beyond anything I'd ever experienced, immersed in a deep sense of wholeness and peace. Leslie loves this part. At one point in my treatments, my radiation tech looked down and asked me what I was doing under there as she released me from the mask. I asked her what she meant, and she said, "You're floating off the table." I just kind of smiled and said, "I'm just meditating." It's unlikely I could have skipped the prescribed anti-anxiety medications, feeding tube, or heavy opioid painkillers without the resources I found within myself through my art, meditation, and faith. Those tools enabled me to engage my cancer journey with commitment, creativity, and courage. Not only did I survive, but I thrived through treatment. In addition, my post-treatment artwork is some of the strongest I've ever created. And you guys actually have one in your welcome center here. So I invite you to come and look at that later. And that piece is from my series, A Glimpse of Infinity. So I hope you enjoy that. Although this may be a remarkable story, I don't consider myself special. Yes, I have a unique way of being in the world and expressing my creativity, but anyone can do this. As spiritual beings having human experiences, we are all creative. We can engage our creativity in unique ways to unify opposites, to create peace. Maybe it's compassionately listening to a neighbor with opposing political beliefs. It could be cooking a meal for someone who's struggling in some way. Perhaps knitting a scarf for someone you love to help overcome your own fears and anxieties. Part of the joy of creating peace is finding your unique voice for doing so. So I ask, how can you unite opposites to create peace, radiate harmony, and thrive in uncertainty? The possibilities are infinite. Peace.
Oh, thank you, Eric. My mind is just in thought. But wow, that was inspiring. I admire your courage and ability to take your creative energy and use it for such healing. So I don't know, as I even sometimes come in here and just sit down, it is so peaceful, and everything here is created to project that harmony, and we are thriving. And we are thriving because of all of you, because of everybody chipping in and being involved in doing things and also giving. So in respect to giving, we need to speak about that a little bit. So there are ways to do that, and we appreciate that you do that.
You can't see it.
And I am not to hold up the sign, I'm being told, but I will have to refer to it. There are 3 ways to give that are listed on a little prop here, but texting the word give, and when you text the word give, it's to a phone number. The phone number is 844-937-1769. That's 844-937-1769, and then you can text the word give. You can go to our website, unityofvero.org, and if you scroll down, there's a little button to click on, and that gets you in to be able to donate through PayPal. So that's an easy way as well. Or you can drop off a check or mail it, and the address is 950 43rd Avenue, Vero Beach, of course, 32960. Dropping it off at the office on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays is a nice way to connect with people too, which is great. An easy way too is through your electronic paying bills for your checking account. If you just set it up automatically, you don't even have to give it a thought. The only thought you need to give it is to occasionally go in and increase it. But otherwise, you don't have to really think about it, so that's an easy way to give. You can also send email requests to unityvero@gmail.com, unityvero@gmail.com, and that would be for anything you need, prayers, connecting up with Eric for Transformational Thursday meditation. So there's a lot of opportunity here to be involved. There's wonderful people who are staying involved and creating peace, creating harmony, and thriving. So thank you for all of that giving. Next, we're going to have, first we have to do our offertory blessing. So if all of you will join me in the offertory blessing, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And we say, thank you, God. And now we are blessed to have Barbara Petrillo come and tell us our announcements.
Good morning. I have lots of stuff to talk about. First thing we want to let you know about and to mark your calendar for is Jazzin' Christmas. Going to be on December the 19th at 4 p.m. at the First Presbyterian Church in Vero Beach. And this is the third annual Have Piano Will Duel. And this will be a Christmas standards with some jazz under the direction of the brilliant Dr. Jacob Craig. So this will be limited in number, so you must go online, you must reserve your seat. The great part about it is there is just a love offering. There is no charge for the event. And personally, I have attended this twice, and it has been here, and the room was overflowing. So I'm sure the room is going to overflow again, and make sure you don't miss out on that. We're also going to have a bake sale, so reserve your Christmas treats. They'll be sold next Sunday in person or drive-through by arrangement after the service. So to order, you must reach out to Cindy London at 538-5161. It's 538-5161. And we invite you to drop off your baked goods for sale the day before. So they need to be here on Saturday the 12th from 3 to 4. You'll deliver them at the kitchen door and let Cindy know. The one thing that you must do is they must be prepared for sale. They have to be prepackaged so we can take them from you and pass them on to whoever purchased them. Our giving tree right here still has some tags on it, and we don't want that to mean that a child will not have Christmas. And we know that everybody here has stepped up, and from what I was told last week, this is the 20th year that Carrie has been doing this. So kudos to Carrie for stepping up, and we will not disappoint her. You can reach her at 696-1630 or the Unity office to find out how you can make this holiday brighter and better for a needy child. Maybe you get a friend and go in on one item together if you are worried about the expense. We are going to have a new Christmas Eve program. Also for that, unfortunately, it's limited seating, so please reserve a place for you and your family if you want to be here in person. If you're interested in participating, get in touch with Laura Lane. She's put together, and the music team and everybody who's already involved. This is going to be awesome, you guys. You just have to make sure you're here. To reach Laura to join in on the program, call her at 473-2690, 473-2690. We had arranged to have a country barn bash last March, which unfortunately had to be canceled. And we had many people come forward to donate items that we were going to use for an auction. One of the items is a gift certificate to Riverside Theater, valued at $316. Unfortunately, it has an expiration date of 2/10/21, and we cannot extend it. So what we're doing is we're planning to have a live auction, and we are planning to do this on Sunday the 20th. You can use this gift certificate for anything that's going on at the theater now. They are not doing their live performances. They will restart that in 2021 and 22. So stay tuned for more information on that. And to stay tuned, after service, we are having a Zoom meeting, and Laura Lane will be conducting a presentation to report back to you everything that you put into the survey. So your input has been dissected and put together so that we will be able to give that to you so you can see the results. So lots to do, and don't miss out on any of these events, and everybody stay well.
Thank you. Well, we're just all going to sing together the Song of Love, and just what an amazing, amazing time together this morning.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I wrote that song, I started it on Christmas Day, 05, and I finished it on the 1st of January, 06. So this is basically my Christmas/New Year's song,
Oh, okay.
the vision that I had for the new year. sing together the song of love. Let us pray together to the Spirit above, and in and around us, wherever she is, so that we experience together the grace that we deserve, just because we are here, helping each other to overcome fear, serving our planet in the love that is near. Let us walk together without haste or strife. Let us play together in the sandbox of life. Like children of innocence, playfully free, immersed in the moment. That's what we can be, that we deserve, just because we are here, helping each other to overcome fear, serving our planet in the love that is near. Let us work together in harmony. Let us see together our unity, growing in strength, in trust and in faith, bringing us closer to the peaceful place that we deserve, just because we are here, helping each other to overcome fear, serving our planet in the love that is
And so the thoughts and the feelings of peace and harmony and us thriving is just continuing. I do need to say that Barb had a lovely amount of announcements and a lot of phone numbers, so if you need to connect with anyone, please just contact the office, stop in, email, call, just to get connected with those contacts, and that if you need to get involved and you missed getting one of the phone numbers down. So let us all say the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. We all want to thank you for coming, for attending via Facebook. Facebook. I cannot say enough about the creative, involved people that we are surrounded with here at Unity, and I thank you for attending, and I thank Eric again for a wonderful, inspirational lesson, and again, join us next Sunday. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Have a great Sunday.